Oh, good kitten. Oh, it's a good kitten. Ah, it's a bad kitten! Ah!
Now that we've got this thing successfully started up, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from stuff in the engine bay because we're going to be waiting on some parts for a while. I got cat hair in my mouth. So what we're going to do is do a rear seat delete on this. The way I want to do it is I have some foam left over from doing the tree houses, the snap tree houses, and it's like an inch thick. And it's really good at insulating. And what I would like to do is basically cut those out so that they fit inside of like the trunk area. Remove the seats, obviously. And then we're going to cover that in indoor-outdoor carpet, which luckily kind of matches what's already inside of this car, so I don't think it'll be too hateful. It's pretty similar to that color there. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to use the carpet from the trunk as the template, and hopefully it works out pretty good. Oh, also, I did a really good clean in here, and I have even more space now. I even somewhat mopped the floor to help get some of the dust out of here. It was really bad. Anyway, here we go. Just so you know, I did not cut that hole. That was the previous owner. Okay, just like most projects, it turns into another project, and underneath the seats of this thing is pretty nasty and dusty. Little backstory on this car. It was sitting in a field in Pennsylvania, western Pennsylvania, and it was really rotted away. And I don't know how long it was sitting there, but it was pretty gross. We took care of a lot of the terrible, terrible rust, but there is still some left. But I'm thinking that dust is probably because of how much rust there was and animals and detritus just able to come in and out of the car as it pleased. So anyway, we're going to detail that up real quick. Yeah, and then we'll get to start laying out some foam and covering that with the cool carpet. All this stuff is stuff I have laying around too, by the way. So this is a good project for me. Got it all cleaned up. Looking pretty okay. So as you can see there, I have a false spare tire. I made this a while ago. I had planned on doing this, so I have that made already. Here's my ancient fuel pump hanger block off thing. That'll be getting revisited as well because I will eventually build a hanger for that. I'm pretty sure the ST205 and the ST185 share the same kind of fuel pump hanger, and I did design a aftermarket like weld together hanger so you can run AN fittings, and I think I'll probably end up making one of those for this car once I actually go to upgrade the fuel system, because right now it's still on -6 lines and -4 return, whatever the stock line is. So eventually it'll get -8 for both, and that's when I'll go ahead and take care of all that. So yeah, now we can start cutting out the foam. As you can see, we got quite a bit of this foam left over from doing tree houses. Look, a tree house. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to be using. It is waterproof 1-inch foam, and I think it'll be pretty cool for maybe making stuff quiet behind the car. I spent some time off camera getting that fit in pretty good. I forgot how rough that is on like knife blades, the foam I'm talking about. It just like, my knife started out super sharp and it was just like butter. And then after a couple cuts, it was like dull as fuck, which is hilarious. So I basically ended up having to use a scraping one direction to cut that foam. It worked out okay, but you can see I've made a bit of a mess. getting that to fit in. It fits pretty good. So now I think I'm going to start doing the foam for this piece in here. I don't have anything to use as a template, so I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. We'll see how it goes. Luckily I have extra, even though it's kind of expensive to use, but I already have it, so whatever. I am not going to lie. It looks a little bit like poopy right now. And I'm trying to remind myself to trust the process and that you'll make it work out in the end. But right now I'm having a hard time seeing that. So yeah, I got the foam kind of templated out. I ended up using pieces of carpet. I don't know where they got to. There's one right there. Ended up using pieces of carpet as the template. That worked out pretty good instead of trying to like sneak up on it with the foam. Worked out pretty good using the carpet as a template. Cardboard probably would have been better, but wait till you see the roll of carpet I have. You'll be like, it's okay. It's huge. I don't know how many feet it is, but it's a lot. Anyway, so now I have to decide how I want to finish this off. I know that probably in this transition area I'm going to do a metal plate that kind of sandwiches all that foam down, and I'm probably going to do a leading edge flange as well across the whole thing. That'll tie that stuff down once this is carpeted. So I guess it's time for me to now go get some spray adhesive. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see that, I got a couple wrinkles in my the rear panel. I wasn't paying attention and I kind of ran out of the adhesive that I used to glue that stuff down with. So there's basically none in the center, so that'll have to be reevaluated once I get some adhesive. Also got a couple wrinkles. You know, I laid the carpet down on these foam panels flat, and when I obviously contoured them to the back of the seat, kind of whatever you call it, sheet metal, it ended up putting some wrinkles in there too on both sides. That side's not so bad. This side, that one really bugs me. So I'm hoping that I can take a steamer to that and maybe shrink it some. We'll see. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. It's kind of exactly, I wouldn't say exactly how I envisioned it, but it's pretty darn okay. Pretty darn okay. I like it. And I really didn't do this to save weight or anything like that. I did it just because back seats are for babies and we ain't got no babies. But it probably saves at least, I'm going to guess, 25 pounds. Yeah, between those, the brackets, and I don't have it down in here, I don't think, but the rear cushion. So yeah, turned out pretty okay. I've never done that before. Foam is fun to cut. It doesn't quite match the carpet that's original to the car, but it's close enough, I think. Eventually I'll do something about this. And it's eventually going to get cut again anyway, because the battery has to kind of go back here for this car. So, and odds are the foam is going to get cut through there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. they made it worse. That's very hard to touch. It's very hard to touch. Stop touching it, Rouse. Alright, well that idea didn't work. Crap. I guess I'll just clean this thing.